Imagine a decade where style mattered as much as speed. A time when designers weren't limited by computers, regulations were fewer, and engineers chased dreams instead of spreadsheets. The 1960s wasn't just another decade for automobiles, it was a golden age. An era that gave birth to some of the most beautiful, powerful, and influential cars ever built. These weren't simply machines. They became cultural icons, racing legends, movie stars, and symbols of freedom. The 10 most iconic cars of the 1960s. Number 10, 1961, Jaguar E-Type. When the Jaguar E-Type debuted in 1961, the automotive world stopped and stared. Its impossibly long hood, sleek curves, and fighter jet-inspired design looked like something from the future. In fact, it was so stunning that Ferrari founder Enzo Ferrari himself reportedly called it the most beautiful car in the world. But the E-Type wasn't just a pretty face. With a top speed of around 150 miles per hour, it offered exotic car performance at a fraction of the price of its Italian rivals. It proved that beauty and speed could coexist, and it remains one of the most admired cars ever created. Number 9. 1964, Ford Mustang. Some cars become successful. The Ford Mustang became a phenomenon. When Ford unveiled the Mustang in 1964, nobody expected what would happen next. Young drivers loved it, families loved it, America loved it. Within its first year, Ford sold more than 400,000 Mustangs. The Mustang created an entirely new category, the pony car. Affordable, stylish, sporty, and customizable, it gave everyday people the thrill of owning a performance-inspired vehicle. More than 60 years later, the Mustang is still running strong. Number 8. 1963, Chevrolet Corvette. Stingray. Before 1963, the Corvette was already popular. But then Chevrolet introduced the Stingray, and everything changed. Its sharp lines, muscular stance, and futuristic design looked unlike anything else on the road. Most famously, the split-window coupe became one of the most recognizable automotive designs in history. Beneath the body was serious performance, making the Corvette a true American sports car capable of competing with European rivals. The Stingray wasn't just a redesign, it was a declaration that America could build world-class sports cars. Number 7. 1964, Porsche 911. Few cars have remained as faithful to their original design as the Porsche 911. Introduced in 1964, the car, originally known as the 901, featured a unique rear-engine layout and a silhouette that would become legendary. At a glance, today's 911 still carries the DNA of that first model. Its combination of precision engineering, everyday usability, and thrilling performance made it an instant success. While many sports cars came and went, the 911 became the foundation of an entire brand. A true automotive icon that continues to evolve without losing its soul. Number 6. 1963. Aston Martin DB5. Some cars become famous. The Aston Martin DB5 became immortal. Luxury, elegance, and performance were already part of its identity. But everything changed when it appeared alongside James Bond in the 1964 film Goldfinger. Suddenly, the DB5 wasn't just a grand touring car, it was the ultimate spy machine. With its silver paint, sophisticated styling, and unforgettable presence, the DB5 became one of the most recognizable movie cars ever created. To this day, it remains synonymous with Bond himself. Number 5. 1969 Volkswagen Beetle. Not every automotive icon is a supercar. Sometimes greatness comes from simplicity. The Volkswagen Beetle reached the height of its popularity during the late 1960s. Affordable, reliable, and easy to maintain, its distinctive rounded shape became instantly recognizable. While other manufacturers chased horsepower and luxury, the Beetle focused on practicality. And that's exactly why millions of people loved it. Few cars in history have had such a profound impact on everyday transportation. Number 4. 1961 Lincoln Continental. If the Beetle represented simplicity, the Lincoln Continental represented prestige. Introduced in 1961, it showcased a clean, elegant design that stood apart from the excessive chrome and giant fins of the 1950s. But one feature stole the spotlight: its rear-hinged suicide doors. Opening dramatically from the center, they gave passengers a sense of occasion every time they entered or exited the vehicle. The Continental quickly became a favorite among executives, celebrities, and politicians, symbolizing American luxury at its finest. Number 3. 1965 Shelby Cobra. Sometimes greatness comes from combining two brilliant ideas. Carroll Shelby took a lightweight British AC roadster and installed a thunderous American Ford V8 engine. The result? The Shelby Cobra. Small, aggressive, and unbelievably powerful, it became one of the most feared sports cars of its era. Drivers described it as thrilling, unpredictable, and brutally fast. The Cobra's raw performance made it a legend on both road and track. Even today, its reputation remains larger than life. Number 2. 1969. Dodge Charger RT. The late 1960s were the peak of the muscle car era, and few cars captured that spirit better than the Dodge Charger RT. With its hidden headlights, wide stance, and aggressive Coke bottle body shape, the Charger looked fast even when standing still. Under the hood lived massive V8 engines capable of delivering enormous power. The Charger dominated drag strips, NASCAR tracks, and eventually Hollywood screens. It became the very definition of American muscle. Bold, loud, and unforgettable. Number 1. 1966. Ford GT40. At the top of our list sits a machine born from rivalry. In the early 1960s, Ford attempted to buy Ferrari. When negotiations collapsed, Ford decided to beat Ferrari another way, on the racetrack. The result was the Ford GT40. Built specifically to conquer the legendary 24 Hours of Le Mans, it became one of the greatest racing cars ever created. In 1966, the GT40 achieved the impossible. It defeated Ferrari and secured a historic 1-2-3 finish at Le Mans. Then it kept winning. The GT40 wasn't just a race car. It was proof that determination, innovation, and ambition could rewrite history. The 1960s gave us more than just cars. It gave us rolling works of art. Machines that inspired dreams, fueled rivalries, and defined generations. From the elegance of the Jaguar E-Type to the racing dominance of the Ford GT40, each of these vehicles left a permanent mark on automotive history. And decades later, their influence can still be seen in the cars we drive today. So, if you could own just one of these legendary machines, which would it be? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey through the golden age of automobiles, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more stories from the world's greatest cars.